Cody, I am live and stop playing. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry.
I think we're good. We can't hear him. We're good.
Stop. Hi, everybody. Hi, Maria. Hi, Addie.
Hello.
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Busy day. Can I say something? We hit 53,000 live viewers today for Murdoch. Woohoo!
Wow.
I mean, that's an interesting trial. So I don't
so, like,
doubt
the
that.
earth-shattering 45 we have right now. I mean, like, do you think you can handle this at the moment?
I don't think so. I think I'm scared.
I heard that there was praise for you, Addie, and your 3-screen method that you're using. You know that you got called out in a positive way. So kudos to
call
you.
out in a positive way. Do tell.
Who's that big YouTuber that talks about trials? What's her name?
Emily D. Baker.
Yeah, Emily D. Baker. She mentioned that Law and Crimes, you know, that they're doing the 3-screen method, and she really liked it. So,
yay!
We know that's you.
Yep, that's me. I created them and I put them all up there, and I'm doing that all day. That's me doing all the moving around and all that behind the scenes stuff on the YouTube thing. That's me doing that with I have a mixer.
Let's
Very nicely done.
Congratulations. That's a nice little shout out.
Yeah.
They don't know it's me because I say it in the chat. The chat knows it's me, but no one else does.
We know it's you.
So if anybody knows Emily, say, hey, it's Addie.
Emily covered one of my lawsuits once. I'm like, oh my God, Emily's talking about my lawsuit. I felt special. And she laughed at it. I was like, yes, keep laughing at it.
I like her so much. She's like addicting. I don't know.
For those of you who knew, it's when Janelle from Team Mom sued me and lost. And handily
like
lost.
her.
And I don't even talk about Team Mom, which is the funniest part about the whole goddamn thing, but it's fun. With that being all said, let's set everybody. I think I got my roll call. I think I'm ready for it. I have the mouse, like the external mouse, and I'm gonna click and drag.
Okay, I just scrolled with my finger. So
listen, I'm gonna click and drag. Let's see how this goes. So, J Freak, hello, Michelle of my Rex, Perfectly Imperfect, Barbie, Callie, Christine, Jewel, Susie B, Ruth Ann, MTT, Heaven's Real. Oh, this is working out so much better. This nice scrolling. I'm going to Ashley Nicole, hello. This is so much faster.
Hello, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. Here's Maria. Christina B. Hey, Wicked. Christina B. Wendy Herrera. Becky S. Hello. Keela Bila. I think is that everybody?
There's Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Did I miss anybody? I was going way fast. I
think you got them all.
I got a little cocky with the mouse there. I was just like, I couldn't scroll fast enough. I finally hooked up the external mouse, and woo, it's fun. Okay, so hi, Glenda. So lots to cover tonight. There is, let me do the intro, and we'll get into it. You okay there, Cody?
Poor Cody.
We're all like just like a tad sick in this house right now. I've been, but like it just we're not at 100 yet. Far from.
New member Ashley Smith.
We're not.
Welcome, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley Smith. Ashley Smith.
It's not the same Ashley Smith.
Okay. Ashley Smith. Speaking of Ashley Smith, she her salon got robbed. This is 90 Day Fiance news, but her salon got robbed last night. Ashley's salon.
Oh, by Jay.
Well, yeah, in that area.
Previously.
And she got like robbed like $30,000 worth of products and stuff like that. No, well, she's not. No, it's her hair. She has a salon.
Oh, well, sorry for her.
So,
jeez.
Yeah. So hope you catch them.
Oh my God, I can't put my weight.
So, all right. So again, let me start the intro and we'll start.
That one on. You know, he is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside. Pull that one on. And he's on the inside.
Well, welcome to the club, Ashley, and hopefully your salon won't be broken into. Right, you know. All right, so what do we have? A lot to talk about. Okay, so we have, well, big news yesterday that Peyton actually posted to his stories that he was hacked.
No.
To be a fly on the wall in that hacker is like to see what's going on in that inbox.
Oh.
You know, and luckily, you know, usually like when you get hacked, like I had my account hacked and had to start over, you don't get them back. So luckily for him, he was able to get it back. Good. But Lord knows what he has in those DMs.
Could be anything.
That the person that hacked him was just some idiot who doesn't even know who he is. It just saw like a lot of numbers on his account, and you know, as opposed to somebody who was like trying to get like dirt and secrets and stuff like that.
It was Barry.
Hi, bright light. Will you stop, Cody? So that's number one. Then where should we go next?
Well, we can go to Christine posted a cute picture. And I guess she is dating now, and she wanted some online dating advice because it's weird. I mean, online dating can definitely be weird.
I mean, I wouldn't be asking people on Instagram for I don't know because
No. What kind of advice are you gonna get? I don't know. Stay away from Josh. What is his name?
we don't talk about him anymore.
We don't talk about him. Stay away. If he's in your inbox,
I was told by several people that I'm the one keeping him relevant. So
we don't want to do that.
And that I was an asshole for keep posting about him. So I haven't. And you know, yes. I was. So Christine goes, I'm dating again. Holy hell, awkward. Dating online is crazy. Any advice for dating at 50? And she got 8,500 comments. So of advice.
How many?
8,500 comments.
How in the world is anybody going to read through those? She read like the first 10 and then moved on with her day.
Like how long did I read like the first two? Like I couldn't even imagine. Like 8,500 comments.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, and we were talking about this last week. That somebody sent me a message that people, you know, we were saying how people were upset that Christine was like making money and having subscriptions and stuff like that last week.
Right.
And somebody sent me a message saying, you know, one of the reasons why people are upset about it is because they paid for a membership. And then according to them, Christine had blocked them.
Well, what kind of membership? Are we talking a YouTube membership?
Yeah, I don't. Does Christine have a Patreon, or like is it
Patreon?
an IG member?
Patreon.
You know, I'm not sure what she has, but you know, it's difficult because they can, at least on YouTube, right? If you're blocked on YouTube, you can still watch the content, right?
Yeah.
You just can no longer comment, so you're still getting some value depending on, you know, how your channel is set up. If it's YouTube, I'm not sure how Patreon works. If it's the same thing where you still have access to what people are saying, you have access to the content, but she don't want to hear your voice. You know, if it's the same thing, then it's like, yeah, sometimes it's going to be like that. If you're rude, you know, nobody has to just take that just because you paid for it, you know.
And again, that's like what one person told me. And like, you know, they could be right or wrong. I don't know, but I felt it needed to be mentioned that that's one of the reasons, according to that person, that why people were upset that they bought the subscription. I think she has like an IG subscription, doesn't she?
Is it a subscription to her food thing? Is that what it is? Because she does a.
She has an IG subscription.
So I don't know if it's that.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the same thing, right? You would still be able to watch the content, but you just couldn't comment. I would
I don't
assume.
know. I know. I have obviously I have a YouTube membership, and if I do block a member, they can still see everything,
Mhm.
all of it, and they just can't like comment.
Right.
But you know they can still see everything. I have an IG membership, but I've never had to block anybody on it. So I don't know what the rules are if they can keep seeing it.
Right. And if you get blocked from like a live, it usually just lasts for that live. You know, you get kicked out of that one and then it restarts your next live. They could potentially comment again when it comes to lives, but maybe it's different with memberships. But even so, I don't know. Again, it's just because you paid for something, it doesn't give you permission to be a jerk. But I don't know if that's what's happening. I don't know either.
You know, and again, it's what one person told me, but you know, I felt it bared repeating because I don't think Christine's trying to like screw anybody over.
No, I don't see her that way at all. No.
You know, I don't think it's in her.
Nope.
No.
So I could just, I have members that like or just want to pay to be an asshole,
Mhm.
and then you block them, but they're still there. So like, I don't know. You know, I don't think Christine's trying to take advantage of anybody. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, she's only charging $4.99 a month, which is the same price as my IG membership. It's not like she's like charging like $40 a month or whatever. It's $5. I don't know. So the next thing is that, and this is from the Ashley. If you're not subscribed to their blog or following them on Twitter or Instagram, they're great bloggers. But they talk primarily about Teen Mom, but they do cover Housewives and 90 Day and Sister Wives and everything. So this is from the Ashley. Gwendolyn Brown reveals how her family reacted to sibling Leon's transition and how Mary Brown reacted to recent ABUSC claims. So this is Gwen, and I'm paraphrasing. And again, you could read this on the Ashley. Daughter, sister, wife, star. Cody and Christine took to her Patreon. Is that right? Patreon?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like Valora. There's just certain words I can never say.
Hey, tree on.
Valora. And Petraean is the other one. So there you go.
You're betraying them now?
So the article goes to say, from transphobia in the family to Cody taking another wife, Gwendolyn gave fans an unfiltered take on various topics. So regarding Leon's transition, Gwendolyn. Well, did you see this Q&A, Addie?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
The Gwendolyn one. I think I saw this one too, or at least part of it. What I saw, she just touched on it because it was on her YouTube also. She'll do the recap and then she'll do a few Q&As from the Patreon at the end of her recaps. And I believe she said that the family, it's just like any family, right? Especially a family that size. You've got some people that are going to be good with it and some that aren't, especially with a religious family who might not understand all of these, transitioning. And Gwendolyn herself said in the beginning, she didn't understand it. She was like, are you still my sister? And it's like, well, no, not your sister exactly. So, but still your sibling. Yes. And I think she said that Mary, seemed to be very supportive. Did I get it all, Addie?
Yes.
And then I guess Gwen's direct quote was when they were discussing. Shut up, Cody. When he waits for me to make a mistake and then he jumps on it.
I sure do. Sure do.
Get your bell out of here. Those are super chats only.
Sure do.
Go away. So Gwen's direct quote was, nobody acted in a way that was very surprising. I'll definitely tell you that. Transphobes still very much exist even in this family, but they're the very small minority of us, she continued. So was she pointing to Pinger Payton? That's
I would say it didn't come off that way in her tone. It was sort of just a general statement. At least that's the way I chose to take it, you know.
Okay, wait. Thank you, Wicked. Oh, bells. And I got my sticks. I'm hoping John brings back the $4.99.99 Ultimate Housewife, complete with Sanka, Pop-Tart, Sunny D. Are you gonna buy it? No, I didn't. Listen, if you want to be, I'll bring it back.
You should bring it back.
Really? Bring it
Of
back.
course.
Oh, I didn't even need a poll. Do I bring back the $4.99 super tier where you get to stay at our house and we watch TV, what I pick, and we go to sleep when I decide. We eat what I want to eat, and then on your way, the next day, I send you off with a cup of Sanka and a Pop-Tart frosted of my choosing. And
I thought you could also possibly touch one of your McDonald's toys. You were allowed to touch one of them.
oh, I actually have a couple of doubles. I might be willing to part with a couple of them. But all right, I'll bring it back. We'll see. I'll bring it back after this live ends. We're gonna do an after show, but after it ends, I'll bring it back. Okay, if that's what y'all want. Cody, get the card out. No, does not include airfare. No. It includes lodging, and again, Pop-Tart of my choosing and Sanka. Pretty much everything else you have to pay for.
Sell it, John. Sell it.
Rental car.
And you have to wash your own dish.
And yeah, you have to wash your own dish. I mean,
Yeah.
like, what is this?
What's the
I
menu?
know, right?
Do we get to pick a menu? Is it like, you know, a salad or a hot dogs or what are we getting?
It's Pop-Tart. So which Pop-Tart do you want?
It's what I
Pop-Tart or
pick.
double
It's either
Pop-Tart?
frosted cherry or frosted raspberry. Somebody told me that
Cold or hot?
the frosted was cold. We don't heat Pop-Tarts in
No,
this house.
that's the menu. Maria was asking for a menu. I said, there's
Oh.
a menu. Either
I
hot
just
or
wondered if there was a dinner menu. Do you get dinner or you only get the
Okay,
continental
what
breakfast?
we make.
It's what we make.
Whatever you want.
What?
Just
It's
what you
okay.
want.
Wine is included, Becky, for us only. So
Hey,
you're
when I was there, Cody magically appeared with a Diet Coke for me, and I was like,
it was Cody heard wine and he appeared like right out of Harry Potter. He operated right here. He just knocked the stick out of my hand. Yes, we bring wine and we will drink it, and then bring extra for yourself.
And leave it in your car.
Yeah, that way it stays cold. All right, so yeah, we'll bring that back. Hey, Brooklyn, you're Brooklyn and Wicked and Erin. We're 7 days away, 6 days away from New Jersey, from Housewives of New Jersey premiere. So I hope everybody watches us come February 7th for Housewives. All right, so where are we? Mary, Gwendolyn. Okay. Leanne shared, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I read that. And she goes to say that Mary was the absolutely most supportive. Though the Browns were mostly supportive of Leon, Gwen admitted that the idea of someone transitioning was a foreign idea to their Mormon fundamentalist family. She says, my reaction was what?
Oh.
My reaction was so lame, man. Okay, sorry.
Even the kids.
My action was so lame, man. The first thing I said was, but you'll still be my sister, right? Literally, no, Gwendolyn. That's the whole point of being non-binary. Laughed my ass off, Gwen recalled. As far as I know, nobody had any idea that they would transition. As a Mormon family, it was foreign idea to us, but we've been like 90% supportive.
I mean, that's pretty good to me in a family of, you know.
Again, that's
Many.
Mary's only child, though.
No, and she's supportive, so that's good.
I mean, doesn't she kind of have to be?
No, unfortunately.
Listen, I come from like where I was shunned for being like, you know, under the umbrella. I get it, but like I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
You don't have to do
Ooh,
She's a grown ass man.
Yeah. Speaking of Mary, did you see that picture that she posted?
Wait, no. Oh, wait. Of with Hunter and
Logan.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. There's
Okay.
more.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. Oh, she mentioned me. The claims were brought to light when Cody and Christine's son Peyton Brown made comments during a YouTube interview with blogger John Yates. That's me. This guy. Saying that Cody's fourth wife, Robin, alerted many other adults to Mary's alleged whatever. All right, so pretty much I think we can move on from this.
I hate when you say Cody because I always
it's
what are you talking
not you. Go away.
You know, he said he was going to bed, and now he's just all up in your beeswax.
Someone said
I'm
wine.
gonna take that Diet Coke away from you again.
I already drank it.
I'll get another one. Take it away.
Boy, this mouse is very
You actually really
fast.
set it up, huh?
I did. Aren't you proud of me?
Yeah, it's gonna be on the floor in the morning. You know that.
All right, so
Georgie?
Maria, you were saying. Huh?
Yeah, Mary, she posted a picture. She's in Vegas right now for reasons. And she posted a picture of her and in a big old hug with Hunter and Logan. And I mean, it was a very nice picture. Do you have it? Do you have it there? We can.
I have it somewhere.
Okay.
Hold on. Thank you, Wendy. Hold on, I'll pull it up. It's on Christine's membership. Hold on, Mary.
It's on Christine's membership. Oh, you're on Christine's membership.
Right.
Like, that'd be a weird thing to be on Christine's membership.
So there we have Mary with Logan to her left there and Hunter to the right of her. Those are Janelle's two oldest kids. Logan was the firstborn from Janelle. I think the order went Aspen, Logan, Mariah. I think Aspen was the firstborn. And we'll circle back to Aspen too, because we had to talk about her as well.
Yeah.
So go ahead. So she's in Vegas, you were saying.
And Gwen has said that some of the kids do have a good relationship with Mary, and I'm guessing that Hunter and Logan are probably two that do. A little bit surprising since they're older, and so they may have experienced, Mary when she wasn't at her best. So, I mean, I don't know. Is that kind of lovely that they've got forgiveness in their hearts? I don't know.
Maybe Mary, treated them with nothing but with kindness and love their whole, who knows? Maybe she had there are certain kids that people don't like, and she was like, oh, I don't like you, McKelty. And, I don't know, the thing is, was Mary awful to everybody or just certain people? Like, okay, in my family, like my great grandmother, my nanny, she only liked the firstborn child. And it's very true. Like in my whole family, if you were and I was the firstborn in mine. Sure. So, but, if you weren't the firstborn, my great grandmother didn't know who you were. She only cared about like the firstborn for some reason. I don't know how. But and it's not saying anything bad about Mary. I'm actually happy that Mary has some type of, that some of the kids at least are sticking up for her. I mean, I don't want to paint Mary as a bad person. We're just going on what we heard from Peyton and then Gwen and McKelty.
I think some kids are just easier targets in a family, especially a larger family. And if they have any differences in themselves, they just come across as a huge red target right on their forehead. So, but Logan is first, Aspen is second, and then there's Leon Madison.
Leon's three.
What did I say?
I said that's a -1 for me. I was the first one to screw it up. So it was Logan, Aspen, and then
Leon, Madison, McKelty, and Hunter.
Okay.
So those are the six oldest.
Okay.
Yes, my trusty.
So yeah, where McKelty falls in there, it's just interesting seeing Hunter. I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't know. Who knows? I don't want to be too negative about it, but it's a curiosity. It's a picture, one of those pictures that definitely raised my eyebrows when I saw it.
kind of want to know more. Like, I need to know more. But and Mary's caption is, when in Vegas, it just makes sense to find a couple of good-looking guys to spend a few hours with. So good catching up with these two, and proud of the good men they become. That's like a weird thing to say, though, like catching up. Like you're like their mom.
And also
It's
sometimes
weird. It's weird phrasing for me. I don't know.
well, it's not really. Maybe she's not as connected to them. You know what I mean? Maybe she's not as emotionally attached to them as she is to some of the other kids. And if they had any issues in the past, maybe they're over the issues now as adults and not letting it be.
And that could be very well true.
Well
yeah,
on it.
Kids.
If you can make up with a family member and you have issues with them, by all means do it. If they're toxic for you, then don't. But if you can do it, it's always a good idea to try. So you never know.
Absolutely.
Like I'm like, it just seems like McKelty's like the only one now. Like, even McKelty said last week, she goes, "Oh, I don't remember her being like, physical, but like."
But that was an interesting choice of words, right?
Yeah, like I don't recall. That sounds like you're on like, on trial. Like, if it were me and somebody never touched me, I'm like, oh God, no, never, no, never. I mean, she yelled at me, yeah, because but like she never laid a hand on me. Would be like the response I would think anybody would say if that was, oh, I don't recall.
I think it's a response for a child who's afraid to say something about an adult. You know what I mean? Like they're not all that way. Obviously, there's some of them who have no problem saying anything at all. But I think just McKelty's personality, especially listening to some of her Patreon stuff and getting to know her and some stuff as we, we'll talk about some other stuff later. But I think that's part of it too, is that she's just, maybe it's just not, she doesn't want to go there with the parents.
And I kind of think she's like kind of protecting her, which we talked about this last week. And I don't want to get back into this, but like
she might be.
I think McKelty has a giant heart, because look what McKelty did. Like, when Christine was leaving and she called the troops in to send her off, which was a disaster. But McKelty's heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? Like, that's the saying. So, I think, I don't know, and that would be very big of McKelty to even know, to still kind of like defend her. And listen, maybe, McKelty doesn't recall. Peyton intimated. Gwen,
So
I think.
Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Gwen actually said.
She said, yes. She recalls
Gwen actually said, yeah.
She used the word I don't want to say it, but
yeah, Gwen said it. Like Peyton, like when we were live with him, intimated. He pretty much said it without saying it. He spelled it out.
Yeah.
Then Gwen, and Peyton and Gwen do not see eye to eye, but one thing they agreed on was that, and then McKelty last week went out. Her and Tony did their Patreon.
Ooh, look at you.
Patreon live.
We'll get you on Patreon, then you'll be good and you'll remember.
Her language was very like specific. Like it was like almost like she was coached. Like, oh, I don't recall that.
Well, yeah, she wrote it out. Like she wanted to say what she wanted to say about it, and that's for her. I guess we don't. Somebody's trauma isn't necessarily for the masses to consume.
Right.
So if she wanted to protect herself in any way with regard to that, I can understand that.
So, I mean, like, what do we think of this? So it's good that they're I don't have any problem with Mary being with like the kids. I don't know if they're cool with her. I don't see.
No,
I don't have a problem with it. No, it does feel like, it feels a little bit like a PR stunt, a little bit, but they're also her kids in a manner of speaking. So, yeah, she's allowed to have good relationships with any of them that want to have good relationships with her. There's just something weird about it.
Again, like, I don't want to paint Mary to be a bad guy. Like, we're just listening and hearing what's going on. And so, was Mary like, hey, listen, I'm in Vegas. Take a picture with me. I need help. Like, make me speculating, but
I mean,
I found these two in the street. That's what it felt like to me.
Like, why haven't we seen Mary with like, oh, I almost slipped, Leon? Like, why don't we see any of that? Like,
I do wonder that. It does seem like over the last couple of years that Leon has become more private, and they only kind of release information when they want to and what they want to, which I can understand that. Being very public on the show, it has its pluses and its minuses, and maybe right now they are focusing on themselves, and I can understand that. But it would be nice to know.
I wouldn't mind it. So yeah, that's pretty much all of that. That's so she hung out with them for a bit, and they seem to be happy. So I guess that's great.
Yeah.
Right. What's our next subject?
Do you want to do the Aspen and the
Addie, that's
Aspen?
you.
Okay, so I went and watched the entire hour and a half.
I need a graphic for Addie. Hold on. Time with Addie, like like maybe like you like eating an orange.
I will try to. I will not be like Aspen and be wordy. Yes, I will, but that's okay. She did admit to being wordy, so. But it was a very good interview. I absolutely love Tony, and I love him more every time I watch all of the stuff with whatever he does. He's awesome. Mykelti is a sweetheart, and I've fallen in love with her. Aspen, I'm a little grumpy at you for being mean to your sister. They admitted to having some problems. We'll get to that. So we find out a lot of stuff that we didn't really know about Aspen, because she doesn't do a lot of public stuff. In fact, she has no social media presence at all. And so we don't hear a lot. She's kind of gone into her, into her marriage and her life and stuff. And she's 27 years old, and she now owns a home. They have purchased a home, which is really cool. We're talking about the current life. They're renovating a house. They have no kids. She has no plans in the near future. Maybe I think she mentioned like 35 or something.
She did
but
mention
then
35,
she worried about the lack of eggs. So there we go with the eggs.
Right. And Mykelti kind of chimed in with like, oh, you lose 90% of your eggs by the time you're 30, which
we know about that stuff.
I haven't fact checked that part of it. Is by 30, 90%? I don't know, maybe because you've lost so many by the time you're actually, even
especially
hit maturity. So
early. Yeah. If you started out that early, yeah. So, but anyway, we get into the that she's not afraid to adopt if she needs to, if things don't work out well with her, issues. If she ends up having, being able to do that, she's not afraid of adoption or seeking other methods or whatever.
Well, I did hear her mention that at some point she had tried to donate her eggs to somebody, who has fertility issues. They can use her eggs, and she wasn't able to. She wasn't, I guess, releasing enough eggs. Yeah, she had a limited supply.
Yes.
So
hold on to those.
Yeah, it did sound like she had some concerns about fertility later on, but I will say her tone in general seemed like, she's got the door open to the possibility of children. But to me, it sounded like she would be okay if she never had children.
Yes, I think she's absolutely settled in herself, because my thought on that is the reason that she's settled in that is I think she feels like she already did raise children because of what we'll talk about in a minute, which is they talked about how they're courting and stuff like that, and how they started out the interview like in the present and then worked backwards. Which was interesting. That was Tony's decision to do that. And I thought it was kind of interesting. And she did a lot of yucky stuff. But they talked about how they courted and all that stuff. And I'm not going to go through all of it. I just wanted to get to some of my major points that I saw. And then you guys can go and watch it. I'll actually put a link to Mykelti's Patreon in our description.
Yeah.
So that they can go and you can check it out. I really do recommend.
How much does it cost, Addie?
I have a subscription. I think it's $7 something for the middle tier. I may up it to the other tier, but I haven't decided that yet. I like them so much that I'm actually kind of addicted to watching their stuff. I mean, both of them are really cute. So, but anyway, they're some of the things that I really wanted to touch on was the relationship between Mykelti and Aspen. That sounds like it was very volatile when they were younger. Now, you have siblings who argue and stuff. You know, like kids get into fights and whatever. But it seems like from what Aspen said, that a lot of the kids were mean to Mykelti, and that she took a brunt. When she said she took, and she said the other kids agree, she took a brunt of a lot of things. I think it wasn't just the things with any parents, right? I think it was in the family itself. For some reason, Mykelti seemed to be a target. That's my take. This is my opinion. That's what I felt. And Aspen said that she was mean to her when she was little, even though Mykelti saw her as a mother hen. They are 15 years apart, but she saw her as a mother hen, a person who took care of her because
they're not 15 years apart.
15 months. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry. I always mess up years, time, date, years.
Mykelti, I think Mykelti is the third oldest because it's Aspen. Is it Aspen? Is it Aspen Mykelti Isabel or Aspen Isabel Mykelti?
Aspen is actually the second child, so it would be Aspen, then Madison, or well, you got Leon and all that. But as her kids,
in Christine's line, it's Aspen Mykelti and Aspen Mykelti Isabel, right?
Okay, so Aspen.
We're missing Peyton in there.
Mykelti.
Well, no, I'm like the first.
Peyton would be the third one down.
Then Isabel. Then
Isabel.
Julie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always get thrown, and I love Leon to death, but I get thrown with the name every time because I keep thinking, did I miss somebody? And I'll get used to it eventually.
It's hard. We've known, somebody by a certain name for 12 years. So it's not, you got to rewire your brain to, and we're all, every YouTuber, everybody, podcaster, I've seen everybody slip. It's
an awesome learning experience. So it's like
it is. It's a good practice for the brain for sure.
That's like if Cody told me, call me Frank tomorrow, and from now on, it's going to take some time for my brain to get used to it. So
I would like to be called Frida.
Really?
I'm Lady Shoshana, if it makes you feel any better.
So anyway, there was a mention of knives being thrown at once. So there were some issues when the kids were growing up.
Wait, with Mykelti throwing knives?
Mykelti not, but being thrown at her, I think it wasn't actually stated in full what it was. It was kind of mentioned. So you don't really get the full story. It was just kind of like this thing happened. This is sibling stuff. But I think a lot of time in these types of families where there's major religious. I don't know, like you're being held down like a spring. Your kids are going to battle each other, and they're going to go at each other. They can't go at anybody else. I see that a lot. I've seen it in my own family about reactions to major types of religions and stuff like this. But anyway, so they learning that about Mykelti, I see Mykelti as affected by what happened, even though she tries to be. Not act like that she's doing okay with it. She's rising above. But Tony did say that there are parts of what she went through that do come up now that is kind of like, he called it self-harm, but he didn't mean it that way. He meant that she's okay. She's
not nice to herself. She's not nice to herself.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to. Yes, she kind of battles herself about it, and I think she puts a lot of that back on herself, saying, "Well, it's my fault. I was this. It was all me. That kind of thing." So I saw that with them as a part of that. But the interview itself was really good, and there's a lot to it, and it's very wordy, so it takes a while to get through it because Aspen said she's a talker, like, but, but I do recommend going and really diving into it. And Tony's ability to ask questions and keep everybody on point is really good. I really do applaud him for whatever part he's got in this family. That man is needed with some of these, with like keeping the glue that keeps the family together, like a husband who has to come into a situation that's volatile or bad or whatever.
Wow.
That's how I see him.
Yeah,
and
funny, at first, like, he wanted that taco bar.
Yeah.
His whole taco station.
He was right.
He's
400 tacos.
We need
these street tacos hitting everybody like all at once.
It's looking like he's actually become the favorite spouse, of the family. Like, I think for somebody, one of them said it was Mitch's, somebody's was it Mary's, I think he said, but overall, the one who's loved the best of all the wives or husbands or whatever is Tony now.
I would give that to Caleb.
He was at one time, but it's Tony now.
Wow.
Tony seems to be it. Yes.
Kelsey is a rebel rouser now.
But
at least Maddie is like kind of like, Maddie did have her like, when she blasted Mary on Twitter like years ago, but I would have figured Caleb was like the one that was like their favorite spouse, because he's from like the religion and
right,
probably related to them in some way.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, Mitch Aspen's husband is from the religion as well. His brother practices polygamy. His sister is a sister wife, so like they're really in it. And I think Aspen talked about that too, because when they were on the show, they were regularly asked on the show, so are you guys going to, are you guys going to be polygamists? And and Aspen always kind of left the door open to it in those interviews, but in reality, she wasn't open, past what I think she said 5 weeks of dating.
But then even like, okay, so can you God, even then, at that point, Mariah in the past said that is that improper?
McKelty.
Well, at that point, she hadn't come out as gay, even, right? So she was talking about marrying men.
They had like all the adult kids on the couch, like, and they were like, "Yeah, polygamy is for me. Yeah, love it. Can't wait."
At least two of them. McKelty was one of them. McKelty was one who said at the beginning that she was for it, and that she actually had talked to Tony about the possibility that she had a list of girls women that she would like to be her sister wives, and she was open to it, but she's not anymore. And Aspen is absolutely not past the 5 weeks of their being together that they both decided, nope. They thought about it at the very beginning of the relationship, but then 5 weeks in, it's like a no-go. They also were asked if they would teach their children about that or whatever, even about religion or whatever, God or beliefs or whatever. And Aspen said that she's not sure what she believes about there being a deity, God, whatever you want to say. And so how could she possibly teach her children that if she doesn't know herself? So she's kind of out. She did say she wanted to experience celebrating the seasons, solstice and stuff. And that kind of, I swear I heard the word Wiccan. I was like,
well, you did,
Did I hear that?
Solstice, like, is like very Wiccan, like,
not to say anything about that, but it kind of did. It surprised me because I was, those of us who've grown up into those types of religious, cultish type of religions or whatever, you kind of hear certain things and you're like, we beasties, oh my gosh, I can't do that. It's got ghosts or something. And so when she said Wiccan, I went, oh. So, but that's about what, there's so many questions that were asked of her and stuff at the end, but it's a really good interview. So I do recommend.
It's funny, talking about like I was doing I was praying the rosary as I usually do because I'm a Catholic. And I was just like praying it, and I'm like, just talking about, like, I'm like, it almost seems like you're casting a spell. You're praying for God, to do certain things, and you're chanting prayers. And I was like, I was like,
I never thought of it that way, but yeah, I do.
Me neither. Me
I do
neither.
create-
I never
like,
thought
if
of it
somebody-
that way.
If somebody says something, if they're sick or whatever, my automatic thought is I go in. I will always be a believer in God. I will always be all that, and I do still have. Ever since I was little, itty bitty, because I was often put by myself a lot for being annoying, but my conversations were with God, so that'll be always be a part of me, and it still is. And I'll like turn around and go, "Hey, can do this? This person needs this, please." Da-da-da. It's just part of my makeup and how I am. And yes, but I never thought about it being a
Well, first off,
casting a spell.
Rose and her Bulldogs. First off, thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
I'm sorry, I
Yay.
think it's your. Thank you so much for the super chat. And then thank you so much for the follow-up super chat. There we go. And I'll give you a Maraca shake because we're down to Maraca. I don't know where the other one is. So I'll give you a Maraca shake for that one too. Cody, we're down to Maraca.
How can you be down on Maraca?
Right?
Where could it possibly be?
Buying a pack of socks, you lose a sock every time you do the laundry. I don't know how that happens.
And it's like, he's like, you can't miss this.
Maybe like Georgie like rolled it under the couch or something.
Georgie's the worst, so it's all his fault.
Oh,
He
he
is
gets
the
all
worst.
the
Anybody want a
blame.
cat that's horrible? Take Georgie. He's the worst.
He's not horrible. He's just a ginger.
Oh, he's right there going, "How dare you? He's
super
just a
horrible.
ginger."
He's just a ginger.
He really is horrible, but he's so sweet when he's tired and sleeping. Like the best cat in the world when he's tired, like this. From terrorizing all my other cats all day long. Look at that beautiful face, but he's a devil. He is so bad. He's the worst.
He's a monster. He's a monster.
So thank you, Rose, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Where were we? Oh yeah, the spell stuff. Because I'm like, Hail Mary, and I was like, it was like my 40th Hail Mary. I'm like,
It feels like an incantation.
fancy to me. Like I'm like, and I never ever thought about it before, ever. Like you're praying and like wishing for things, like and
Scary.
oh my God, I'm gonna be smited right now. I'm gonna be smoked. Like,
Even holy water, right? You put a little
right
dab of holy water on you. I mean, that's kind of interesting too. Or
I'm
ashes
so
on
happy
Ash Wednesday,
so-
all of it.
Oh my God! Right, and we are getting close to Ash. Now I'm really gonna burn. It's gonna be Simon Gomorrah here in Shay Yates. What?
You know I don't participate.
You're not Catholic.
I know, but I'm not dealing with your bullshit either.
Oh my God! Go on, Maggie.
Okay.
Cody can't go to church.
Or else?
Why the church
So
will
catch
burn
on
down.
fire?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what my brother and I said when we first time we went to a regular Christian church. We were like, we parked by the back door in case the church caught on fire. We could make a quick exit because we were there.
That Tuesday is coming up. You know what? If you're in the South right now, there's king cakes everywhere. So go grab you a king cake.
What's a
They're
king
delicious.
cake?
Oh, they're the ones with the babies inside.
They got babies in them. Yeah.
It's baby Jesus all up. Whoever gets the baby Jesus
It's a
either
little
chokes to
plastic.
death or.
Wait,
Yeah.
a cake made out of what?
There's different flavors. My husband likes blueberry cream cheese ones, but they're
You
like
know what a
ring.
king cake is?
They're shaped like a ring.
It has the baby Jesus inside of it.
Don't swallow baby Jesus.
Yeah, don't eat it.
choke.
Yes, don't swallow
There's a
it.
baby
I have
around here
never
somewhere.
heard of this ever, not once in my life.
They're actually kind of cool.
Yeah. And they're
Unless
just
you're
decorated
smoking
in Mardi
Jesus.
Gras. Yeah, they're like Mardi Gras colors and sprinkles on the top and icing.
So do you want to be the lucky one to choke on baby Jesus when you're eating cake?
If you're feeling
Yes.
generous, yes, because then it's your responsibility to buy the next cake. But if you're like, I don't want to buy cakes for other people, then yeah, you don't want the cake. But generally, it's
all.
Oh, like a Drake's coffee cake, Wicked Wisdom? Like one of those?
Yeah.
some of them are like coffee cakes, but they're ring shaped.
Like a Bailey's.
Like a bun cake.
That's the shape, yeah,
Yeah.
the flatter. But yeah,
Ooh, ooh.
So it's like matzah-like?
I don't know I don't know.
Well, matzah is like, the
Is there Bailey's in it?
flat.
No, I mean it's
Oh,
it's
no,
still
no, no,
leavened.
it's a-
No, it's still
it's a cake.
leavened. Yeah,
It's
but
a
it's just
cake.
not as thick as like a bundt cakes are kind of tall. This is not a tall cake.
So you can't put like a plant in the middle of it, like in my big fat Greek wedding. No, I think we're getting off course here. So let's just circle back to Sister Wives.
Next time I get one, I'll take a picture because I feel like
Please do.
he finished the last one.
I have
so.
never seen, or what's it called? A king cake?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody in the chat right now from the north where like things are normal, has anybody ever heard of that? Because I certainly have never heard. I'm from New York City. I've never heard of a king cake before. And I lived in Florida in the South.
That's crazy. Were you not there during Lent or before Lent? This is right before Lent. It goes right up to, it's about gluttony.
Ellie
Having
says
a good time.
you swallow Jesus if you're cheap. Oh, Ellie.
She's making a joke.
Roman Catholic, the only Catholic to be. What? High five to all my Roman Catholics in the house. Sorry.
I'll take a picture though. Next one I get, I'll take a picture for you so you can get the vibe. Or maybe I'll send you one.
Someone just sent me one. Hold on. So I'm looking at this.
There's so many. I'm like trying to get one to send a picture, but there's so many I can't.
Yeah, they're like it's
Holy
covered
crap!
in sprinkles.
Rosary beans and Mardi Gras beans or no beans.
Some
No
of them are
beans?
Mardi Gras color. Yeah.
Yeah, they're Mardi Gras color generally. Not
I've
usually
never,
beads
ever-
on them.
Ever heard of this? Ever.
Well, what's your favorite flavor of cake in general?
I'm not like a big like pastry person.
Okay.
Chocolate.
No,
I'm not a
can't have
pastry
that.
guy.
No
I like
chocolate.
cannolis.
Well, they have cream. They do have cream. Yeah, they've got cream in them. Some of them do.
Like I'm not a pastry guy. Like I never have been.
Well, then I'm not going to send
Oh wait,
you one.
Annie just sent me one. Let me see this one here. Oh, that looks like a hat. Is that like a hat that you would wear?
Well, okay, but
To like Meghan
that's
Markle's wedding to the next prince? Like, look.
That's because there's a pile of beads in the middle. Take the beads out. The cake is just the ring. The ring cake.
They had to fill the hole with something, so they put beads in it.
Or the bun cake from my big fat Greek wedding.
But see how it's kind of short or not?
Yeah,
like,
it's not as quite as high as a butt
They're
cake.
small, but you have to dig around for the baby.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
So there's like a little baby, like nativity infant Jesus in one of these
Little
cakes.
tiny.
Yeah,
tiny thing.
I have one floating around here somewhere.
I kind of have to see it.
Okay,
I
hold on. Hold on, I'll go get it.
need
I'll
to
go
see
get
it.
I'll go get it. It's okay,
It's
it's okay.
small baby.
I gotta Google
Now
baby
we can
Jesus
oh
in a
look
bucket.
at Maria's background. Now we can make fun of it. Where is she? Like the rock climbing wall?
I don't know. The holes get me, but
Where's Maria's
while she's
background?
talking, I'm focusing on the holes. Yes, I have trypophobia, but
Okay, so a king cake, also known as Three Kings cake, is a cake associated in many
Look,
countries.
She's got the baby.
It's
And
little.
You're not going to choke on that?
I mean,
That's like,
you know,
that's like a nativity Jesus from like
it's
the
little. Yeah, it's
camels
weeds.
and the wise men.
And Mary.
It's a risk for sure. Yeah, take small bites.
you made a risk for you.
strategy.
You risk your life swallowing him now.
I have never heard of this ever.
If you follow Jesus, you are condemned.
So if you swallow Jesus, you get his powers. Like, can you like walk on water and like part soup?
Of course.
Thank you, Rose.
Oh my God, Rose!
She's like, how do you think I can?
Wait, I need my. No, that was a 50. We gotta give her something
For
good.
the English bulldog, Sophia, Che, and Java. Who's Java?
Oh my God, my triangle's missing. Oh, okay. I haven't broke this out in a while, in quite some time, Rose, and just for you. Gotta pump it up.
Oh, my favorite thing.
There you go. Some old-fashioned John Yates slide whistle for you right there. Well, there you go. That's for you, Rose. If we find the slide whistle.
I found it in the closet. I brought it back out here.
The world is
I have
right
not
again.
seen this in like at least 6 months. Like I'm like, where did you just find this? slide whistle
Hallelujah.
from?
Praise the Lord. Thank you for finding the slide whistle.
I have not. I even forgot I had the slide whistle. That like it's a.
I oiled it too. See
He
how
did. He,
Oh,
he put some WD-40 on this. It's right as rain.
Freshly lubricated.
Oh.
All right, we got the slide whistle back. All right. Listen, we're down one maraca, but we're up a slide whistle.
I'm gonna call it a net gain.
I don't know where the other maraca is, but it's somewhere. You know what, Addie? They should have made the grimace like a maraca. like a,
Drill a hole in there.
12 eyes instead of 4.
oh my god, where were we? What are we talking about? Huh?
we're done with
I don't even know what
the
what are we talking about? What show is this? Who am I? Where are you?
Who's left? Who's left? I mean, that feels like did we get everything that happened this week? It wasn't that busy of a week in the Sister Wives community. There it is.
Other maraca found and the slide whistle. It's a good night. I'm gonna take this as a win for the night.
100%.
Now I just need someone to send me some castanets, which I don't know how to use and probably will never be able to. So don't.
I
send
know how
them.
to. I know how to use them.
Okay, well that's the next on my weird instrument thing. My triangle's missing though, babe. Where's my triangle? Oh wait, hold on.
Ding 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 goes a trolley.
Now we have completely derailed him. He's now on a mission to find all of his instruments.
I'm sorry if I like weird instruments. Like,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's okay.
listen, everybody can play like a guitar, and like a violin and like a flute.
Can
But,
you play any of those?
Cambo. So
We really need a full keyboard over there for you. A nice
I
keyboard.
need like a band, which I would love. Like if the Roots want to come, like if when they're done with Jimmy Fallon,
Oh,
if they want to just come here and play afterwards, I would love to have them.
He has the
I
xyla.
have a small xylophone.
He has a xyla. He doesn't have enough to make a phone. The whole thing.
My bell. Yeah. So Sister Wives, yeah. Where are we? I feel like we were like not talking about one story that is
it
important.
does feel like there's one story.
I know, and I feel like we're like not. I need.
Well, I mean, I guess Madison is getting ready to have her third child.
Yes.
That's pretty much the end of the story.
And there we
She's
are.
ready.
Good luck.
Looking adorable in her pregnant state.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give everybody homework because I want to keep this going when the show isn't on. So, you know, and obviously I think it's probably gonna fizzle. You know, all the stuff that happened. It's not going to be Christmas Day every day. That's why Christmas is great because it's once a year, you know. So
Exactly.
It's not going to be like all, you know, crazy tea all the time. But a lot of people have reached out to me and have asked me to redo the seasons of Sister Wives.
Yes. Let's start from the beginning. I already started watching season 1.
So yeah. So and again. Maybe we could do that, and then next Wednesday, and of course, if there's like breaking Sister Wives tea, it doesn't have to be. I'm not gonna wait till. Oh, it's not Wednesday. I'm gonna have to wait on that one. No, obviously, I'm gonna talk about it. But if you guys want to, will there be quizzes? Of course, I'm a teacher. Duh.
Okay. Quizzes. Let's make sure we all have quiz questions ready.
And I have my grade book also. So was a teacher. So I got my grade book ready. I'll be giving you some stickers if you deserve it. And well, you're all going to deserve it. We don't want to talk about people who just don't acclimate in my classes because you will. And if you don't,
do we all get a trophy?
So maybe for next week, for Wednesday, why don't we watch the first 3 episodes of the first season?
That sounds
Of
good.
season 3?
Yeah, and we'll just do more of like a highlights, not a deep
Yeah, I'm not
recap.
gonna be taking notes like crazy. And I don't want Maria or Addie to either. We could just watch
Right, because I give you line for lines, man. I give you.
my shorthand can't
do I.
even keep up with Maria's notes. And like I was trained to write shorthand and I can't keep up with Maria's notes. How did you know I was in Coconut Creek? That's weird.
What's Coconut Creek?
I lived in Coconut Creek.
Oh, you
Florida.
mentioned it the other day.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I did live in Coconut Creek. I'm like, huh? Are you at? Like you had some, hey Dion, nice.
Oh,
to
happy
see
birthday,
you.
Dion. We missed you last week. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And if somebody could drop Dion's Sensi info. Cody actually was just talking about you, asking about you, Dion, yesterday. He's like, have you heard from Dion? I'm like, no, I haven't seen her. So please drop Dion's Sensi info. She has the greatest sense on candles. Like, amazing. We have them all going right now as I speak. And is that it for this live? Are we like
Pretty much somebody in the comments asked if we think.
oh, we didn't open it to everybody. Damn it.
Oh, well, they'll survive. We didn't open it to you. If you guys have questions you'd like to ask us, you can put that in the comments after the show.
Yay, Dion, welcome back.
And we'll do a better job of pulling from those, if we need to, if there's something interesting that you guys ask. Somebody did ask, I think it was Brooklyn's World asked if we think toxicity on TikTok is really them. Is it really a family member?
I'm starting to think so.
I think
everyone is thinking that it's a family member.
Especially with what's been dropping lately. I was listening to them, like a big old chunk of them. And I do think so. I think it's absolutely somebody.
When we had when Pay It On, everyone was thinking it was Tony, actually, that Tony was,
right. And I don't think
was the tea spiller.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, I don't know. And what's funny to me, well, not funny, but weird. I don't know. Like, they got that CNZ last week this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are not putting the brakes on their account.
They said that they're only pulling from stuff that is.
I don't want them to, because they're putting great content out there. I don't want them to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Listen, go follow Toxicity on TikTok. The stuff that they're posting is like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I don't want them. I'm a fan. I don't want them to
absolutely, yes.
Go away in any regard. I'm just saying, like, wow. I've been served with papers before, and it. So
one of the reasons I think it's somebody close to the family is one of the things that they said in the way that it's an expression that they said. They said, "Pardon my French" or "Excuse my French," and then said something F or F the whatever it was they were saying. The same thing that I've heard some of the family members, the way they say it. It's so familial. So that's why I'm kind of thinking it's got to be somebody in the family.
Dion, can you put your link in? My mods are having a hard time getting your link. Let me see if I can find it. She really does have great stuff.
Yeah, they also, some of the stuff, some of their opinions are not just casual opinions. They definitely feel like personal opinions. And it's not, I think toxicity is for people. I think that's what they've said previously. So it's not a single family member. It's a group of them.
Yeah, maybe it's all the adult kids. Like, what a way to perpetrate a whammy. Like, imagine like it's all like the adult kids like behind that account.
All the quiet ones that we never hear from. This is the way that they're really talking.
Now, what is happening? Some shit. I got chills on my arm just now.
Well, they don't seem pro Mary, that's for sure. They seem more pro Robin than pro Mary. Not that they're fully pro Robin,
but like, me prior to Peyton coming on our live, like I detested Robin in every way. And now I kind of see her differently. I'm not saying Robin's great in any means, but now I'm like,
it's more nuanced.
Not so bad. Like, Maybe she's just horrible. I don't know. We know what we watch, but like now hearing like all the kids and what they're saying, now you kind of like, were we watching it through rose-colored glasses the first time? I guess, right? And
Yeah,
then,
we were seeing what we wanted to see, or
Yeah.
what they were feeding
trying to
us.
portray.
who just
Yeah.
said rose-colored glasses? Like, when's the last time anybody said that before? I feel like my grandmother just, you're looking through rose-colored glasses, John Michael. You know, that's what my grandmother used to say to me. You don't see the bigger picture. But yeah, it's you know, it's definitely different, and that's why. So next week, let's watch the first 3 episodes of the first
Yes.
season. And obviously, if there's big sister wife news coming out, I'm not going to wait till Wednesday, you know, to go live about it. But let's play it like that for now. And I think Barbie got it.
Yep.
That's for Dion. And again, Dion has great stuff. She's been making our house smell wonderful for 3 years, and we love her. So, anything else we got? We good? It's been quiet in general, like for
Yes.
all gossip.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what I'm gonna go live about tomorrow. Maybe shoelaces. I don't fucking know. There's just it's like the gossip game has been quiet. So you know, we'll be live again. Hopefully. Something to talk about. So this live is done. I think we covered everything we wanted to cover. Stay tuned for the after show. It's 10:15, so give me like 10:30, give me like 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I'll see you guys on the after show. So thank
Be
you,
sure
Addie.
to subscribe and like and do all that stuff.
Like, join. If you're an asshole, don't. And
Yeah, leave a comment if you're watching on replay. You know, we'd like to hear from you.
yeah, tell me how much I suck. People have no problem telling me how horrible I am. So please
What did
let
we
me
get
know.
wrong? What did we get wrong? What did we get right? How do you feel about it? Let us know.
Constructive criticism, please.
Move the nice mic
Easily.
properly, like whatever. Like, let me know how much I suck, which people have no problems doing. And so that's for them. And as for everybody, I will see you guys in a few minutes on the after show. So much love to you all, and good night for now.
Good night. Bye.